Hey guys, what's up? And in today's video, I wanted to go over with you what I call the value-based funnel, and specifically using Instagram as the acquisition method, the primary one. Now, this is the funnel I've been using to help my clients gain tens and tens of thousands of dollars, and the one I've been using for myself specifically. Now, you may ask yourselves, why value-based? Why is it called value-based funnel? And there's a very simple answer to that, which I will go over in this video. But first, I just want to make it clear, this funnel isn't a secret. It's been used by a lot of big people in this space, but there's a few key factors that you really need to use and implement because it will either break or scale your business. But the most important thing to understand with this funnel is that you have to lead with value first, and that is why it's called value based. And in the past few months, and let's say even a year, we've been told that giving everything for free is the most important thing. It will help with credibility, authority, trust, whatever you want. And I agree to some degree. But even till this day, a lot of people are not doing it. They're just taking from other people. All they do is ask. So they ask, and they take. And some people don't even ask, they just take. And the thing is, in today's market, it's so sophisticated that you have to lead with value first. You have to show who you are, what you do, how can you help them on a personal level. Are you a trustworthy person? Are you actually competent enough to talk about the subject? And that is why you have to lead with value first. That is why it's called a value-based funnel. But the thing is, this funnel, in my opinion, it's the best funnel you can run. We're going to go over the top of funnel, middle, bottom of the funnel. But if you do not lead with value inside of this funnel, it will not work. So I just want to get this cleared out the way. But if you lead with value and you use this funnel, I believe it's going to be the best opportunity you will ever get. Specifically right now. I believe that these are business fundamentals. It's human psychology. And you always want to make sure you always stick to business fundamentals and not trends. And I believe this funnel is the case. And I have no doubts that it will last for the next coming years. Now, let's go over it. And we're going to start with the top of the funnel. And this is, the top of the funnel, it's going to be specifically Instagram orientated. And it's because we're going to use Instagram ads and specifically follower ads. But why? Now, I believe, so first of all, that Instagram is the best platform to use because you can not only connect with people, you can show what you do through stories, reels, posts, but you can also message people. They can message you and you can message them. Everybody knows that. But it is something great to know because we're going to be running these follower ads. And once you run these follower ads, if you do everything correctly with the right messaging, with the right targeting, you're going to be able to have qualified followers follow your account. And it's going to be such of a huge help when you're going to be reaching out to those people. Now, the important thing is, it's easy to start a follower ad. That's not the most difficult thing to do. And everybody can do that. But the thing is, you have to have the right middle funnel, the right content. But the messaging inside the ad itself has to at least be structured properly. So you have to focus on this. Alongside that, the content has to be, the content that you post has to be optimized. Your account has to be optimized. And we're going to go over that. But the main thing is when you run these ads, these follower ads, you're going to get qualified followers. And this will help a ton with your lead flow. That means every day, as long as you spend, you will have qualified followers that you can reach out to. And this will grow your list. And this will basically give you chances every day to get new prospects through the door. Now, this is really one of the most important things. But this cannot work if the middle funnel is not optimized as well. So you have to have content, and the content has to be somewhat optimized and somewhat good enough. And before running these ads, you have to have content already, because if people actually follow you and they see no content, you're just wasting money because they won't follow, actually. So you do some content, you run these follower ads, and then you still, post regular content. Now, content is super important, and content can be through different styles. And, recently we've been seeing these sort of robotic content reels where people say, here are 3 tips to do this and that. But it's lame. Let's be honest. It's just too beginner. Everybody can just pick up a camera and speak nonsense, and it's not necessarily nonsense, but it's what everybody's doing, and there's no substance. So the trend I've been seeing, and I don't actually believe it's a trend, I think it's just people realizing that you have to, in your content, you have to have different avenues. And one of the primary ones I'm seeing is lifestyle. It's you being you, and not you being this sort of entity that you've created. And so yeah, lifestyle, I believe it's a huge thing that's coming up. I believe that still doing head talk content is something very important because it really makes you credible. It shows people that you know what you're talking about. It shows that you have actually real life stories, from clients, experiences in your business that you can talk about, and people will see that you're actually competent enough. The thing is that is something that's really important is stories. Stories is really, really important, and it's really underrated. Stories have been, it's existed for so long, but not a lot of people are using it because stories, compared to, reels, posts, it can be something that you record or take a picture right off the cuff, and it's really personal. It's like it's an intimate part of the person's life, or your life, if you're doing it. But let's say you're seeing one of your favorite creators, one of your, I don't know, let's say you joined a program and you're seeing a guy that you like posting stories. Why did you actually buy from that person? It's because, well, you saw someone showing things authentically, and you feel like you know that person, and that guy it's like that person is talking to you in the stories. Now, the other thing I believe is one of the most powerful things you can use alongside Instagram is YouTube. Now, YouTube, why is it that powerful? Because, for example, you're posting YouTube videos. It's exactly what I'm doing here. It's going to help you connect on a deeper level with your audience, but not necessarily that. It's going to help people understand that you actually know what you're talking about. And it's very, very simple. But these videos, I'm showing you a chart, and it's basically me showing you the exact funnel, the one I believe is the most proficient at getting results. And breaking down concepts like these are super powerful because it just shows people like what you're capable of, but it's very digestible, and people can really take a lot of value from it. They see this and they can have a visual representation and then implement it for themselves. So, I mean, short form videos and using Instagram is very, very good. But if you can pile this with YouTube, I think it's even more powerful. And on top of that, you can, and that's the main thing. You want to promote your YouTube videos on your Instagram, in your story specifically. You make a story and you put your YouTube and the video, and then you just promote it, and you're gonna get the traffic from your Instagram onto your YouTube. On top of that, most of the people that you're gonna get, it's people that you paid for the ads, from the ads. So if you can get as much as you can from the ad spend that you spent, and you can also get them on YouTube, that's even more value in your favor. So having this sort of flywheel, and what I call the value-based funnel, it's really going to be beneficial if you use everything correctly, especially if you have valuable things to offer, specifically like me in this video. And that's why like YouTube is, for me, one of the most underrated things. Now, of course, people have been doing YouTube for a long time. People have been using Instagram for a long time. But if you couple the two together, it's really, really important. Now, retargeting ads, something I just put in there as well. But once you get returns, you get followers and stuff like that. You're at the end of the day, you're getting clients. At some point, it's good to have retargeting ads. Now, you get to a point where your prospects, they're qualified. You've been nurturing them, and they actually know what you're doing. They like you. They trust you. They associate you as the guy that can solve their problems. And if there's someone else selling the same service as you, they've seen you more times than that other person, and they're going to go with you. Now, there's two routes. One is more important than the other. One is more long-term driven. One is more short-term driven and can get you more cash on hand, rapidly. But the two are very important. Now, one is having a landing page, and one is directly in the DMs. But let's start with the DMs. Let's say, you've been doing everything correctly, people are qualified, and you can get inbounds now. People are contacting you because they're really interested in what you're doing, because you've been nurturing them since the start. They've seen your YouTube, they've seen that you know what you're talking about. They're going to go back to your Instagram and contact you. And you're going to get inbounds, you're going to get conversations from there, and then you're going to book people on calls. And that is like very easy if you do everything correctly. Also, what you need to do is every time someone engages with your content, someone follows you from these follower ads, someone likes your stories, likes your reels, comments on your reels, your posts, you have a story where you created a poll and someone responds, you can contact them, start a conversation from there, and book them on a call. That is super powerful. But the one thing that is even more powerful is the landing page. But a landing page in a different way, you see, you have to have an opt-in on that landing page. So, but the thing where some people mistake it and maybe like not do it correctly is that there's no opt-in. So they have a landing page where it's maybe just a website, but there's no action. There's nothing that drives people to actually do something with that. But if you have an opt-in, and you actually tell people what's inside of the link in bio in that landing page, what is there in their favor, what is their value that they can get out of it. Once you create a valuable asset, people will really want to click on that link basically. So you create an opt-in. They have to give their email, their phone number, their name. You can even ask for their Instagram. They put that information, and then they get access to that asset on that landing page. So they get the value. They're happy. They learn something, and you on the back end, you will have their data, their information, and that is for you. So what you're gonna do is contact them. You're gonna contact them directly every time they opt in. You can do that from their email. You personally, you can have email sequences. You can, call them because you have their phone number, and that is one of the most powerful things because now their data belongs to you basically, and you can do whatever you want with it. And what's super powerful on top of that is you can compile every single thing, and that's what I call the value-based funnel. Is that everything goes hand in hand, and everything works perfectly together. So let's say one of the things that's super powerful, and I'm going to say this to you, is you're in the DMs, you've booked someone on a call. You can actually just give them a new asset from YouTube because you've created your YouTube channel with some videos. Someone books in a call. You want to say, okay, I'm just going to send you this video to get you ready or to help you understand something more. Send them a video here. Okay. You have someone, opted in from the landing page. They have their assets. You have their, for example, maybe you ask their Instagram. Well, you can go back and contact them on their Instagram, and you can see that they booked a call after the opt-in, the asset, they booked a call. You can contact them, and then boom, go back, send the YouTube video. You can do a ton of things, and it's super, super powerful. Like, what is there to say? But in both situations, they're going to book a call. You see? And just as a reminder, if this looks confusing, what you're going to do is create an opt-in. They're going to put in their information. They're going to get access to the assets on that landing page. They're going to watch the asset. There's going to be like a button to book in a call. They're going to book. They're going to put in their information, and then they're going to get ready and stuff like that. So, call booked. And at the end of the day, you expect a client from that. You're going to get some sales calls, and you're going to get hopefully clients because you're going to, close them. And that's basically it. This is what I call the value-based funnel. It's not that difficult. It's not complicated. It's just, are you willing to put what it takes to actually make this work? It for sure is more work, but look at the upsides that you're going to get from it. It's so much better than just, okay, I'm just going to do cold outreach. Okay, I'm just going to do organic content. Like, come on. That doesn't work. I mean, it works, but like the time and effort it takes to get the same, even lower outcome than to do this it's not worth it. Because once everything is set up, it's so streamlined. You create your asset once on your landing page. You create the landing page once. It's done. Your DMs, well, that's just normal. You know how to navigate through that. Stories, you get the hang of it. It's easy. YouTube, you create that, and it's a constant flywheel where people, as long as the asset, the YouTube videos are there, it's going to get views. You can always re-promote it and twist it. And these are actually, YouTube videos. Your YouTube, you can view it as like, I'm making different VSLs every time I'm posting a YouTube video, and I'm testing out which messaging works the best. You see? And then the follower ad is just finding the right messaging. Once you find the right messaging, just make 2 ads and scale from there. You see? It's very, very simple to understand. I admit it's not easy, but it's worth it. So that was it. That was what I wanted to present with you, the value-based funnel. And I mean, yeah, I believe it's just the best one out there. So I hope you had a good understanding of it. If you have any questions, just feel free to comment down below, and I'll be sure to respond. But with that being said, I will make some more YouTube videos where I do some more breakdowns, maybe some concepts, maybe some just head talks, stuff like that. But yeah, that's it for today. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one.